Because we have Andrew Lessman here. Last couple of hours of the day, sorry, I have a little thing happening in my ear. I apologize, everybody. I'm turning my earpiece off for a second. There was major echoes, sorry about that. But anyway, we are very excited today because we have not just one or two, we actually have 3 today's specials coming your way, and we're gonna get you the info right now. The Choco Nouveau has rapidly become one of the most popular Andrew Lessman products. It is the most delicious chocolate you will ever probably eat in your life, and yet it is the healthiest chocolate you can eat. It actually lowers your total and LDL cholesterol. On top of that, it's low in sugar, low in fat, low in carb, low in everything, high in flavor and decadence. So what we have for your choices, I'll show you what the choices are. There's 4 sizes. So what you're choosing is the size of the bottle, and then you're also going to be choosing the amount of chocolate you want in the formula, a 66% chocolate, a 74% chocolate, or a 91% chocolate. And then the other thing you're choosing, of course, is the size. We have 30 pieces, 60 pieces, 120 pieces, or 300 pieces. So, and one thing you should know, we don't normally carry a 300 piece size like this, so 300 servings is very special, and that is expiring at midnight tonight. So it's just for this one day for our today's special. So if you want, and also, if you order the 300 pieces, you're gonna eat a couple a day, that's gonna last you 150 days. If you want to get another 300 piece, we'll take another $10 off. So that's a special little bonus buy that we also are offering tonight on our fabulous Choco Nouveau. So you have to try it to appreciate it, but this is it. I mean, this is the best time ever to buy it. It is unequivocally the best buy of the entire year. It's never been offered at a better value. And the most wonderful part is that it's so healthy for you. It's so satisfying. And this is the time of year when we all find ourselves, we have a tendency to overindulge a little bit. So it's super nice to have yummy, healthy, just perfectly satisfying chocolate on hand to help you stay on your health regimen. Hi there.
Hello there.
How are you?
Good. I mean, we were just upstairs with the dogs and stuff like that, and realizing that we were 1 minute away from the show. And it's a long walk. It's probably about a 200 or 300 yard walk to get from that end of the facility where my office is all the way down here. Because we are.
Did you see me up on the screen and go, uh-oh?
No, I didn't quite get that far.
I think I'm supposed to be down there.
I saw Connie on, and I saw the counter was down to 3 seconds, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, that means it's time to go. See, I understand how this works.
Indeed. You see there? After 30 years.
Almost 30, not quite 30. It's
almost
been
30 years.
What, 27 years I've been doing this. 27 years, yeah.
21 with us?
21, yes, 21 with HSN, yeah. Almost 6 years originally at QVC.
Right.
That's where it all started.
Amazing.
How strange is that?
I know it.
So, yes.
That's fun.
But to say this yummy treat is not just a yummy treat. It really is the finest chocolate you're going to find, because that's all I set out to do. I was in the unique position, sort of like a kid in a candy store, and I got to taste all of the chocolate from around the world, from all the different growers, from all the different processors in Africa, in Asia, in South and Central America. The fun thing about this is South and Central America is where chocolate originally came from. The explorers brought it back in the 15th century to Europe, and it was this special sinful delicacy at the time. Interestingly enough, that's where all 3 varieties come from. And it's not surprising, because the South and Central American chocolate tends to be less bitter. It tends to be better for the American palate. So if you like really rich, dark chocolate without the bite, then you're going to like South and Central American chocolate. So those are the ones I chose. And the only time I chose these chocolates was after tasting them blind, meaning that until I could choose the chocolate that was going to be the chocolate I wanted, and choose it from amid 25 other chocolates from the same intensity, say 66 or 74 or 91, until I could choose that over and over because it was unique and different, until I could choose it blind, I didn't select that chocolate. So these 3 were just standouts, head and shoulders above all the others, and that's why the reviews on this product are so unique. The reviews on this product are so unanimously positive. And then if you read the reviews from the standpoint of heart health, from cholesterol reduction, you read about reductions of 10, 15, 20%, even 30%. So plant sterol esters, the active ingredient in this product, make the product less bitter, make it creamier, make it the best chocolate you're ever going to taste. And I started with the best chocolate I could find. and it also lowers your cholesterol. It is the most heart-healthy chocolate in the world. There isn't another chocolate like this anywhere in the world, not available here in America, not available in Europe, not available in Asia. This is the only place in the world where someone thought to do this, and this is something I've been working on for probably 6 or 7 years. It seems like we've had this available forever, but it's only been available for 2 years. That's when we first brought it out, and it's only available about 5 or 6 months a year, because in summer it goes away. So once April rolls around, that's the last look at this product until we come back with it in the middle of October.
There we go. So we're going to get into more detail about the wonderful Choco Nouveau. I hope you get yours. By the way, I've been informed that we only have a couple hundred in each size left. I know that Andrew's going to be working on these quantities, but I also wanted you to know that along with Choco Nouveau tonight, we also are putting focus on the health of your liver and brain with 2 more products that are being offered as the Today Special. We have PC liver and brain benefits, and we have our liver antioxidants. So these are 2 remarkable products that work hand in hand to help support the health of your liver and your brain. You can order them individually, or you can order them bundled. We have small, medium, large individual sizes, or small, medium, and large bundles also available.
And we'll talk about that in a moment, but throughout the year, we need to say thank you to our liver. We need to show some gratitude to our liver. We think about our brain, our heart, we think about our joints, but we don't really have a physical, conscious connection to the work of our liver. We don't know it's working hard, we don't know when it's struggling, unless, of course, we go to the doctor and we get a blood test done and we might see elevated liver enzymes or something like that. But typically, we have no connection to our liver. Incidentally, it's the reviews that we receive, and there are hundreds of them, that talk about the impact of these products on liver enzymes that I think is the most interesting, because it finally gives us a connection to our liver and to something we could actually do to support and promote the healthy function of our liver. The 2 products, phosphatidylcholine. Phosphatidylcholine is the structural building block that really is defining of the properties of our liver. Our liver is a membrane-based structure. Our liver might only be the size of a football or smaller than a football, but the membrane surface area that's involved in the filtration work that liver does comprises about 8 football fields. 8 football fields, of which 5 of those football fields, the equivalent, are phosphatidylcholine. That's how critical it is to the most important structure of our liver. Also, phosphatidylinositol and phosphatidylethynolamine. Those are the 3 most important phospholipids actually in your liver and in your brain, but we're focusing on the liver today. This also delivers benefits to the brain. But in terms of the ability of the liver to repair itself, to actually regenerate itself, no other organ has that capacity. And it's no wonder it does, because it's so important to everything that goes on in our body, because everything that goes in our body basically causes kind of fallout. The energy production that all cells create, the protein metabolism, fat metabolism, cholesterol metabolism, the processing of chemicals that we ingest, that's the work of the liver. So it's no wonder the liver has this incredible capacity to regenerate itself. That means you need raw materials. Also, it means that you want to support the liver's ability to detoxify itself. The liver has to detoxify our body. We need to pay attention to the detoxification of our liver and support that regenerative process. That's what liver antioxidant extracts does with our standardized extract of turmeric, of milk thistle, and of artichoke extract. We'll talk about all 3, but the best thing about this, we've made it kind of impossible almost, if you're interested in the product, to get the bundles. A perfect example is the large bundle. The normal size, the normal price for the large size, 480 capsules of phosphatidylcholine, that would normally be $99. Today, the price of that large size of phosphatidylcholine with a large size of the liver antioxidant extracts, it's $89. So today, for $10 less than the normal price, you're getting both products. So it's hard to say no to the bundle, and the bundle is really the opportunity, whichever size you get, to see the difference this product can make.
Isn't that great? We'll talk about it in greater detail coming up, but this is your time to stock up. We do that once a year. Those 2 products as a Today Special. Choco Nouveau, again, at midnight tonight. In just a couple of hours, this entire offer will be expiring. So if you are new to Choco Nouveau, you must try it, because there's no other chocolate like it in the world. It's really brilliant. The fact that it is so incredibly healthy, it's so amazingly delicious. And even if you're not a dark chocolate person, this is the most creamy, lovely, delicious, melt in your mouth dark chocolate that I've ever tried. A lot of times the real dark chocolate, it almost has a dryness, it has a bitterness to it. This is so not that. So if you're a milk chocolate person, you're gonna order probably the 66% chocolate. If you are kind of in the middle, go with a 74. My favorite is a 74%. I like dark chocolate, but I also like milk chocolate, so I like it landing right in the middle. And then of course the 91%, if you love dark chocolate, this will be your favorite dark chocolate, for sure, at the 91%. So you decide which percentage of chocolate you want, 66, 74, 91, and then you just decide the size. And we will get this home to you in a few days, and you can see for yourself why people rave about this. It's a huge customer pick on hsn.com. I'll show you again that we have a 30, a 60, a 120, or a 300 count. Check this out today. Here's why everybody's ordering the 300. In fact, we are live in Andrew's 250,000 square foot facility, and we are able to have them make a few extra bottles in case we run out, because the largest one has been far outperforming the other sizes because the value is huge. Look at what you'd normally spend for 300 pieces. 300 pieces is normally $259. Today, it's $129. You are saving $130. Here's a better illustration. Normally when we sell Choco Nouveau, the largest size we offer is the 120 piece size. And the 120 pieces we normally sell for $109. That is the everyday regular HSN price, $109 for 120 pieces. Well, today you can see for an extra $20, you are getting almost triple. I mean, you're getting, you can see another, what, 200, what would that be? 200 and, what's 300 minus 120? 280 pieces, no, one, right?
I was talking to Steve. What's your question? Oh, the difference? You get 180 more pieces for $20.
For $20.
Yes.
For $20.
We're not hiring you in the
math. It's not my strong suit at all.
Quality control department here.
I was a communications major.
And you're communicating very effectively.
I knew I would do something that had to do with talking. Didn't know exactly what, but it would have something to do with talking, not math.
That's what my goddaughter used to say when she was very little, when she was 5 years old. They would ask, what does your godfather do for a living? And she says, he talks.
Exactly.
He talks on the phone, he talks on TV.
Right.
He talks.
Right.
So basically.
Me too.
Yeah,
talks
so
on
we
the
talk.
phone, wears pretty jewelry. Okay, so there you go. So that's why people are going for that 300, is because literally for an extra $20, you are getting an additional 180 pieces of chocolate.
And normally, we only do the 300 when we do the Today Special. We typically do one 300 count Today Special a year. Typically, it's only been 2 years because this product was only introduced in December of 2015. And again, you will not find, even if you buy gourmet chocolates at $1 or $2 a square, and mind you, today this is less than 50 cents a square, which should be the cost of the cholesterol-lowering ingredient alone. But even if you're spending $1 or $2 for gourmet chocolate, it will not taste as good as this chocolate. It will not be as creamy as this chocolate. Plus, in most cases, when you're buying that gourmet chocolate, it's not organic and fair trade. Ours is organic and fair trade. We do everything correctly. And plus, many people are concerned about chocolate because they consider it candy. I don't approach our chocolate as candy. I approach our chocolate as sort of a standardized extract, not sort of, as a standardized extract of the cocoa bean. Because when you start adding other things like flour and sugar and cream and fruit concentrates and things like that, that's when chocolate becomes part of a candy or a confection. This is really designed and intended to be a standardized extract of the cocoa bean. And the cocoa bean has higher concentrations, dark chocolate has higher concentrations of protective polyphenols even than green tea, even than red wine. So it really is the best opportunity, the best source of these protective compounds. And of course, our chocolate is the most heart-healthy chocolate in the world because it substantially lowers total and LDL cholesterol. But what I wanted to talk about, because of the way I went about choosing our dark chocolate from a more mild variety, still rich in protective compounds, but not bitter, we didn't have to add a lot of sugar to our chocolate to make it delicious. delicious, to make it palatable. Also, the ingredient that lowers the cholesterol, that ingredient behaves like fat in the chocolate, like milk fat. So it makes the chocolate effectively less bitter. The result, if you look at the sugar levels, and I have friends who texted me that this can't be true.
No, when you did this last night, I stood there in awe.
Right.
I mean, when you see the difference, you think when you're eating fruit would be healthier than the chocolate in terms of sugar content. Wait till you see what he's about to show you.
And the crazy thing isn't the fruit. You didn't see the other chart.
Oh.
The crazy thing is vegetables.
Oh.
So if we look at fruit here, the first 3 lines of this chart, Choco Nouveau 66, 74, and 91.
Right.
You could see each square is 26 calories, and we're going to compare apples to apples here. 26 calories square, 1.8 grams of sugar in the 66, 1.4 grams of sugar in the 74, and less than a half a gram, less than 0.5.
That's
we could
amazing.
technically label
That's
that
like
as 0.
sugar-free. Yes.
We could label it as 0. So that's in 26 calories, that's the level of sugar. If you look at different fruits, again, 26 calories, grapes, peaches, plums, apples, pineapple, oranges, blueberries and kiwi. We know blueberries and kiwi, consider them to be very low in sugar, and they are. They're at the very bottom of the chart there. 4.4 and 4 grams, but in other words, you could have 8 pieces of Choco Nouveau 91 before you equal the sugar in 26 calories. So in other words, you could have, what would that 8 pieces be? That would be...
It has 8 times the sugar.
That's, you're talking about more than 200 calories of Choco Nouveau to have the same sugar as 26 calories
That's amazing.
of blueberries. So that's the accomplishment here in developing this chocolate. But this is the really impressive part. Now we look at vegetables. Of course, vegetables tend to have lower concentrations of sugar than fruit.
I think of vegetables having no sugar.
Really, basically almost no sugar.
Yeah.
But if you look at tomatoes, of course, even tomatoes are less than blueberries at 3.8 grams. This is again per 26 calories. You can go all the way down to the bottom of the chart. Cauliflower has 2 grams of sugar per 26 calories. And we're looking at here.
More than even the 66, more than any of the chocolate.
So again, it just gives you a sense of how uniquely assembled this product is. And what I want to do now is just read some of the reviews that deal with cholesterol reduction. And later on in the show, I'll read some of the reviews that just deal with flavor and taste. I really encourage you to go to hsn.com to read the reviews, because the reviews on this product, most Americans should be reviewing this product poorly, because Americans typically don't like dark chocolate. Americans typically prefer milk chocolate and white chocolate. But when you read the reviews on this product, you see that Americans even like this chocolate. Even if they don't like dark chocolate, they like ours. And our 66% is intended to simulate milk chocolate. Our 91% is almost pure cocoa bean extract. And our 74% is the happy medium. The 74% is the most popular. That was the one that is looking like it was going to be sold out, but we'll be able to add a little bit more quantity in. I wasn't sure, because I wasn't going to do it unless we could be confident about delivering before Christmas, and it looks like we'll be able to do so.
Wonderful. So stock up, guys. This is your last chance. This is it. Final show, last chance. It completely expires at midnight or when it sells out, whatever happens first. So if you would like to try it, this is a gift you give yourself. I mean, isn't that amazing? And the one most important thing about it is, as healthy as this chocolate is, and it is healthy, this is going to lower your cholesterol, your total and LDL cholesterol, but on top of that, it's so good. The key to it and the success of this product is how absolutely satisfying and delicious it is, because we're all alike. We don't care if a diet food is going to be good for us if it's not tasty, right? We're just not going to like it. We're not going to eat it. We're going to fall off that wagon. When you start going with it, I keep this on hand, have to have it around, because I love chocolate. I love sweets. I've been trying desperately to get sugar out of my diet, and so this is what I have on hand when I want a sweet treat after a meal. I eat a piece of chocolate, and it's so yummy and it's so satisfying. I keep them in my purse. I keep them at work. I just want to have it with me. That way, if I'm craving something delicious, I have a piece of chocolate. I'm satisfied. It's 26 calories. It's almost nothing. And the sugar is so low and the carbs are so low. So I really hope that you will try this for yourself and see why we all love it. And especially this time of year when we all kind of start making bad decisions because there's goodies everywhere. You walk into an office, everywhere you go, there's cookies and bars and food and cakes and candy. And it's tempting. There's temptation everywhere this time of year.
A way to avoid that temptation with something that's good for you. And it's funny, I eat this every day, but every time I bite into it, I am just in awe of how uniquely different it is. You get all the richness of a deep dark chocolate with the 74 or with the 91. But it has the creamy texture of milk chocolate. It truly is unlike any other chocolate in the world. And we don't grow the cocoa beans and produce the actual cocoa extract, the cocoa liqueur. That we rely on others to do, but I do have a choice of finding the finest cocoa extract in the world. And that's what we've done here. And then we add our plant sterols and the plant sterol esters, lower cholesterol, make it creamier, make it tastier, reduce the bitterness, allow us to use less sugar, so it becomes this remarkable chocolate extract treat. And I was just going to read some reviews, and these reviews,
great.
I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but I will. Okay, in love with Choco Nouveau. Before I started taking Choco Nouveau, my cholesterol was 260. After a few months, my number went down to 210. My doctor couldn't believe it. I told her I started taking chocolate. She said, "Give me that chocolate. It is amazing." Thank you, Andrew. Delicious way to lower cholesterol. I love all the many Andrew Lessman products I use for general health purposes, but I don't have a problem with cholesterol. I purchased this for my grown daughter who has high cholesterol, and this product actually lowered her levels by several points, so it is well worth the cost. I really appreciate that all Andrew Lessman products are made in the U.S., and I don't have to worry about the quality of ingredients or manufacturing processes. Well, if there's anything about our manufacturing, you're going to see it during the show because we're taking you a tour on the facility. I mean, how many companies are not just proud, but thrilled to invite you into their facility. And we do it at least 2 or 3 times every year. And in fact, we built this studio so we didn't have to disrupt production, because this studio is literally hermetically sealed away from our production floor. And it actually, the folks in Nevada Department of Health came here and inspected it and things like that. So we did this so we could invite you in here, so you could see where the products, when you rely on something for your good health, I think you actually deserve to get as much information as you possibly can. No better information than actually seeing the people, the equipment, the facility where your products are made. So as we continue here, next one. Okay. Awesome. This is a wonderful and delicious product. It lowered my total cholesterol by 20 points. It went from 189 to 169. I usually have one after a meal, and once in a while may have 2 in a day. They're ideally two per day, or one with each meal. There were days when I forgot to have one and didn't change my diet. I was amazed with my lab results regarding cholesterol. I've never taken any cholesterol medication either. I definitely recommend these chocolates. What a delicious way to control cholesterol. Also,
wonderful.
If you're taking cholesterol-lowering medications, this works perfectly with cholesterol-lowering medications. In fact, they don't compete with one another. They don't cancel one another out. Their benefits are additive, meaning the benefit you get from your cholesterol-lowering medication, this will be added on top of it because they work entirely differently. Cholesterol-lowering medications, statin drugs, work by affecting an enzyme in your liver, which it's good we'll be talking about our liver product after, because those products, those cholesterol-lowering drugs, can adversely affect your liver, so you want to pay attention to your liver function. But they work by affecting your liver's production of cholesterol, where most cholesterol is produced. And this product works by affecting cholesterol absorption and bile reabsorption in your digestive system. So whatever great benefits you're getting from any cholesterol-lowering medication, you get to add these benefits to it and potentially reduce or eliminate, as many people have, of course, working with their doctors, reduce or eliminate that medication as well.
Great.
But as we continue, absolutely the best. Choco Nouveau is delicious and absolutely works to lower LDL. That's the bad cholesterol. My blood test for LDL was reduced from 131 down to 99 after including these chocolate squares in my diet.
That's great.
I eat one before each meal. It also helps satisfy my appetite a bit before. I've stocked up to ensure that I don't run out in the summer months. Please don't ever stop making this. From Deborah in Texas.
I like to do that before I go to a holiday party. I eat one because, you know, otherwise you get there and you're hungry and you're nibbling things that you just know aren't the right thing to nibble. You eat one before you go out, before you eat, before you go to a party, and it really does curb your appetite. And it satisfies you. You find yourself eating less. It's a good little trick.
No, there's actually great research on using chocolate, but of course, it's limited portions of chocolate to actually lose weight as part of a diet plan. Again, the portions they're looking at are 50, 60 calorie portions of chocolate. Ours, of course, is only 26 calories. And it's so rich and so creamy, the texture is so amazing in your mouth that it really is satisfying, so it can be incorporated into an intelligent weight loss program. But as we continue, please bring these back, Andrew. Uh-oh, this must have been during the summer. Please hurry and bring these back, Andrew. They are delicious, and I normally hate dark chocolate. Dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of reviews talk about normally hating dark chocolate. These are so rich and creamy. I eat these along with taking the Cholesterol. I just got my blood work back from the doctor, and my total cholesterol dropped 40 points, and my LDL over 20 points.
That's fantastic.
Please hurry. Oh, we read it all the time. I have dozens and dozens of charts.
That's amazing.
Excellent test results. I purchased this product last year. I had a feeling it was going to be back this week based upon the program guide. So I went for my wellness screening yesterday. My husband's employer requires an annual screening, or we have to pay more each month in premiums.
Yep.
Many of the reviews gave high ratings for the flavor, but I couldn't find very many listing specific results. This must be an early on review, because now we have hundreds of results talking about cholesterol. I was not being treated for cholesterol, but I'm in my 50s and my level was 220 at last year's screening, perhaps a little high, but it depends upon HDL and all that. The chocolate is delicious, and I have a hard time limiting myself to 3 squares per day. My test results were better than I could have imagined. My cholesterol is 189, and my LDL has also decreased.
Fantastic.
Total cholesterol went from 202 down to 168. I started taking this last fall when it first launched. It tastes fantastic, and what an improvement in my numbers. My total cholesterol went from 202 to 168, and LDL went from 117 to 79. I am a cardiology physician's assistant, and have to say I am impressed. From Pasha in Michigan.
Nice.
So we have, again, the ingredient we add to this is not a fluffy ingredient without science. There's hundreds of research studies and clinical studies supporting its ability to lower total and LDL cholesterol and its ability to help to reduce the risk of heart disease. There's so much research, and it's been proven so unequivocally safe, it's just an ingredient in healthy foods, that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved it for this purpose. So it's not something, I might have invented adding it to chocolate in this fashion, but I didn't invent the ingredient. It's something Mother Nature created millions of years ago, and in so doing, it was part of what made a vegetarian diet so healthy. Because a vegetarian diet does have, people who eat a vegetarian or vegan diet do have lower cholesterol levels. Of course, part of that is because they don't consume cholesterol if they're not eating animal products, but also they're consuming this ingredient, plant sterols, which naturally reduces cholesterol levels. So this is, as I've said before, bar none, the most delicious dark chocolate you're going to find. You pick the intensity. It will be the creamiest dark chocolate. And of course, if you look at the composition of it, at only 26 calories and in the 91% less than half a gram of sugar, even the 74% barely over a gram of sugar. So it really is designed to be the perfect heart-healthy chocolate treat.
Absolutely. I'm going to show you what the choices. I know we get a lot of channel surfers on Sunday night, so if you're just stopping in, I'm so glad you found us, because this is the final show. This expires at midnight tonight. It is the best value ever. It has never been offered at a better value than what you're getting tonight on Choco Nouveau. Now remember, as Andrew said, you're choosing how much chocolate you want in each piece, 66%, 74%, or 91%. All right, so that's your first choice. Then you decide the size you want. And you can see we have 30, 60, 120, or 300. I'm gonna find out, last we checked, we had only a couple hundred bottles with 300 left, so this has by far been the most popular, because look at what the regular price would be. $259.90 would be the regular regular price for 300 pieces, which we normally don't even offer. The largest size we usually offer is right here. And remember, if you get 2 300 pieces, we'll take another $10 off and get that down to $119. But the point here is that you're saving $130. You can see normally we sell 120 pieces for $109. So you are getting 180 extra pieces of this delicious, nutritious, healthy chocolate for a mere $20 extra, as you can see here. So that's why most people are ordering the 300 count. And the best thing too, if you get the big one, I mean 300 pieces, these make the greatest gifts. Take it to work, put them in little cellophane bags, share with your coworkers, share with your loved ones. People never feel guilty about having a healthy treat like this. It is the greatest, greatest treat to have on hand at your house, to bring to someone's home when you're going there. Share the wealth, share this. People get so excited. I can't tell you how many people ask me about this chocolate. Everybody wants to try it. Everybody gets excited about it because it's unique. Andrew came up with this formula. Nobody had ever made chocolate that had so the fat, if you will, that's in the chocolate, this healthy fat, these plant sterols, right? It's not. It's like this creamy substance
that has the texture of fat. If you were a scientist or if you're just a cook and you looked at this, you'd go, that's fat.
Looks like fat.
It looks like fat, exactly like fat. It behaves when you make milk chocolate, it gets creamy due to the milk fat. This behaves better than the milk fat in milk chocolate. The marriage, it's like the perfect marriage with chocolate, the perfect ingredient to make chocolate even creamier, but it's not fat. It's an ingredient that lowers, it can't be absorbed. It's an ingredient that lowers total and LDL cholesterol. So it's truly remarkable. What I was going to do before we run along, and then we'll talk about the liver antioxidant extracts and the PC liver and brain in a moment.
Okay.
But I just wanted to, I just grabbed some charts. I have a couple of hundred charts here that talk about cholesterol lowering, a couple of hundred charts that talk about how delicious the product is. But I just grabbed some of these charts because they're just so compelling that I'm sure anyone watching me thinks, of course he says it's the best chocolate in the world. He's making it. But I don't make the chocolate. Yeah, we make the squares, but I don't make the actual chocolate. That's where any chocolate company is going to have to go to those chocolate growers who are going to be creating that chocolate liqueur that becomes the actual chocolate we all enjoy. So this dark chocolate extract, I could take liberties and go anywhere, Africa, Asia, South and Central America, to find the world's best, and that's what I did, and that's the result. And these charts speak volumes. Greatest product ever. As a true chocoholic, I was elated when Andrew came out with this product. It allows me to have a chocolate fix every day and reap health benefits at the same time. The taste and texture are divine. In fact, these are so rich in taste that just one satisfies me. I can't believe that I'm eating chocolate and losing weight. Excellent quality, best tasting dark chocolate. This chocolate is the highest quality organic and the best tasting healthy chocolate on the market. It's worth the investment. No, it doesn't taste like a candy bar. It's dark chocolate, which is bitter, but this is less bitter than any other healthy chocolate out there. We all love it and can eat it guilt-free. If you're looking for sweet or cheap, then this is not for you. Remember the old adage, you get what you pay for. Well, today, it's cheaper than the exotic chocolate.
Exactly.
It's less than, you could find chocolate for $1 or $2 a square.
Right.
Today, this is less than 50 cents a square.
That's right.
Recommend for those serious about their health who understand the difference between a candy bar and dark chocolate. This is not candy. This is an extract of a cocoa bean. We have had no stomach problems or adverse effects of any kind. Thanks for making this product so we don't have to choke down those awful cacao nibs, which are the alternative. And this
it's
is
true, I tried that.
And
they
this
just
is
don't do it for
at
me.
91% for the high chocolate. That's pretty much right up there with the nibs.
That's right.
Decadent and delicious addiction. I love this product. It tastes like the finest chocolate, because it is. I usually have a square after breakfast and dinner. It would be absolute perfection if a hint of peppermint oil could be added.
Ooh.
We've contemplated that.
Ooh,
peppermint
that
and a few
would be
different
yummy.
ones. Yep. Peppermint, orange. We even thought of some spiced ones like turmeric and chili spice.
That
so
would be
could be in the
yummy.
future. I would be willing to pay extra. Thanks, Andrew, for another winner. And I don't even like dark chocolate. I'm not a dark chocolate fan. I prefer milk chocolate. If chocolate at all, and I've tasted some of the best and most expensive. This is by far one of the richest and creamiest chocolates I have ever had. It melts easily and it's delicious. It's so satisfying, an enjoyable treat that you can consume even when you're watching your sugar intake. Of course, we talked about that before. If it's like a dirty indulgence that's actually good for you. What? I'm so happy. I've been out for a month, again in the summer. What I thought would last for months from my previous order is long gone because it was so yummy and my family loved it. So this time I'm ordering twice as much so all can enjoy. Thanks, Andrew, for again making such a fabulous product that tastes fantastic and is helping lower my cholesterol.
Beautiful.
Choco Nouveau. I purchased this product because I am addicted to chocolate and love all chocolate. Since the moment it arrived, I am hooked on the taste of these wonderful squares. Rich and creamy and just a hint of sweet, these squares melt on your tongue with a truly great taste sensation. No more milk chocolate for me after the first piece, and the idea that it can lower my cholesterol with a sensible diet makes it all the more incredible. Thank you. Just a couple more. Chocolate heaven. I've used Andrew's vitamins for as long as he has been on TV. I trust him. When he said this was the best chocolate, well, of course, I believed him. Thank you. I never buy dark chocolate because I prefer milk chocolate, but this is absolutely delicious and it is good for me. I'm so glad I bought both the 120 and the 300 counts. Must have been last year's Today Special. I love this chocolate. Thank you, Andrew, for always being right. I would pay extra to have this shipped in ice packs. We tried, it just didn't work. Love Choco Nouveau. When this product arrived, I was skeptical about how the dark chocolate would taste. Andrew Lessman really created a wonderful melt-in-your-mouth chocolate. I have one or two each day, and I look forward to the wonderful taste of the Choco Nouveau. Andrew, please keep bringing us great products such as this. All my vitamins and supplements are now all from Andrew Lessman at HSN. Thank you so much. That's from Barrie in South Carolina.
Wonderful.
One last one. Rich, decadent, and satisfying. And this for a healthy chocolate. This chocolate is for the sophisticated palate, and only those who love and understand what dark chocolate was meant to taste like. Andrew has captured it perfectly in this wonderful, healthy chocolate treat. Thanks, Andrew. I plan to never be without. I love reading this.
I know, they're wonderful, but you know what? This is what dark chocolate is supposed to taste like. It is. If you've ever had dark chocolate and you didn't like it, it was dry, it was bitter, you have to try this. It is so good. 66, 74, or 91% chocolate. Pick the size you want. We are super duper busy. We would be sold out of the largest one if Andrew were not the manufacturer, if they were going to be able to make a few extra bottles for those of you watching tonight.
Long gone, yes.
So long gone. So it's your chance to try it, stock up. It's our best value ever. I would recommend getting the 300. It sounds like a lot, but if you eat 2 a day, that's 150 days. And if anybody else in the family is going to be having some, and trust me, they will. Everybody loves this chocolate, so you will be sharing it with others, I'm sure.
Even if we just look at the 300 size, a 360 count bottle of Cholesticare, I think is a little bit under $100. So you're getting the equivalent of 300 capsules of Cholesticare, and you're getting, of course, the most sophisticated, delicious, highest quality, organic, fair trade choice of dark chocolate in the world. 66, 74, 91, of course, gluten-free. We go the extra mile to make this the finest chocolate in the world. And I just read about a half a dozen reviews on the quality and the taste. I have another few hundred reviews like that I can read. Each one more surprising, more impressive than the next. And no one would think that someone who makes vitamins could make an exceptional chocolate. Well, can make an exceptional chocolate in terms of lowering cholesterol. But I was as surprised as you when this ingredient that has been accepted and proven to lower cholesterol, when this ingredient could be added to chocolate and behave just like fat. It looks like fat. It behaves just like fat. So you get all the creamy, delicious, melt-in-your-mouth texture of milk chocolate, but in the darkest, richest, most delicious dark chocolate. And that's what I chose. So you get a chocolate that even if you don't care about your cholesterol, you will be eating the most most delicious chocolate you've ever tried, and there's hundreds and hundreds of reviews that say just that.
Alrighty, so we will continue to take all of your orders on Choco Nouveau, but reminding you there are 2 choices in a today's special. So I'm going to head over because coming up now, we're going to talk about 2 great products that focus on the health of your liver as well as on your brain. We have PC, liver and brain benefits. That's phosphatidylcholine, liver and brain benefits. And we also have liver antioxidant. So that's 2 separate products, amazing products, customer picks on their own. You can order them individually, or we're also going to bundle them for you.
And by the way, just so everyone knows, that was the next to last airing of Choco Nouveau.
Yeah.
Choco Nouveau at the end of the hour will probably spend about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes on it. So that will be the very last of the quantity. The last, we'll talk about it, and then it'll be available, of course, till midnight. And I've got my little guy Lincoln here. What do you think? I have a treat? Of course I do. Can you sit? Can you give me a high five? Can you do a rounder? Sit. Good boy.
That's a good boy.
No, he's 9.5 years old. He's a machine. He still runs with me and exercises with me. He just, everything I say, he just pays careful attention to. He's like,
so cute.
He's the perfect dog.
He really
is. As they say, man's best friend.
What a doll. All right,
Yep.
so let's show you. We're going to talk for a minute about the 2 liver products that we're offering, and most people are ordering them as a bundle because when we show you the savings, but however you want to do it, first of all, we'll talk about the PC liver and brain, phosphatidylcholine liver and brain benefits. You can order a 120, a 240, or a 480 size. Here is the regular HSN pricing. Here is our special pricing for our today's special, and you can see both of these sizes are on FlexPay, $40 off, $25 or $12 off. That's choice number 1. If you want just the single of the PC liver and brain benefits, we are offering that tonight. We also are offering you just the single of the liver antioxidant extracts, and that is in either a 60, a 120, or a 240. Here's the regular HSN pricing. Here is our today's special pricing today. Here is your savings. All right, now here's where it gets kind of exciting. If you would like to order the bundle, and the vast majority of people are ordering the bundle, here are the choices. You can do a small bundle, you can do a medium bundle, or you can do the large bundle. Small bundle, here's your pricing where it will be going at midnight. Remember, this is just for this show and this show only, and then it's over. This is one time a year we get to do this. And I've been taking these products for years. I love these products. The ingredients are incredible. Andrew's going to explain more. Look, you're saving almost $100 if you go with the biggest bundle, where we will be sending you 480 count of the PC liver and brain, 240 count of the liver antioxidants. Again, normally just to buy a 480 of the PC liver and brain, just to show you something here.
It's $99.90.
Look at this, guys. I mean, it's normally $99.90 for just one 480 count of the PC liver and brain. So not only for $10 less do you get the full 480 of PC liver brain, you're also getting an additional full size of the liver antioxidants for free. For free. You get this for $10 less, this at absolutely no charge. That's why for $89.90, that is an unbelievable value on that bundle.
You're saving more than you're spending, and also the normal prices, the prices you're saving from, those are the prices, whatever it is, ends up being about 350 days a year. Those are the normal prices when I'm not here. So when I'm here, we have usually special pricing. So the special pricing on PC liver and brain at $99, it's probably usually about $89. So that $89 price, which would be sort of the special pricing during a visit, today you get the liver antioxidant extracts along with it. The way these products should be consumed, I recommend taking 2 capsules daily of PC liver and brain. Some people take 1. I recommend taking 1 capsule daily of the liver antioxidant extracts. When you do that, you maximize the benefits. And as I said before, most of us don't really have a connection to the work our liver does. We probably think our liver's not really doing anything unless and until we drink an alcoholic beverage, or if we take medicine or something like that. Not the case. Our liver is constantly dealing with all of the basic metabolic fallout of our body, whether it's protein metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism, fat metabolism, cholesterol metabolism, any of the chemicals in the environment that enter our body. Our liver's dealing with them. All the medicines that the average American, as we get older, we take multiple medications a day, many of us, or certainly unfortunately, we take medications frequently throughout the year. Without exception, that places an enormous burden on our liver. If we think of the number of individuals taking cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, number of individuals taking drugs to lower blood sugar levels, to lower our blood pressure levels, whether we might be taking antidepressants or medications for anxiety or medications for sleep. All of these, without exception, require enormous work on the part of our liver. And then, of course, even if you never took medications, even if you never drank an alcoholic beverage, I would still say your liver is the hardest working organ in your body, doing the dirtiest work in your body. Our brain, it's like a computer. Our heart is basically a pump. Our liver is like the most sophisticated chemical laboratory, doing the most sophisticated chemical processing and sanitation work in our body, and we really don't think about it all that much. But we do think about it maybe when we get a blood test, and our doctor might say, you know, your liver enzymes, perhaps they're elevated or something like that. That's the only real conscious connection we have to our liver. I was saying this earlier, we take it for granted. Our heart, we could take our pulse. I could take my pulse right now. I could feel my heart beating. If I run upstairs, I could feel being out of breath. I could feel my heart beating more rapidly. I know my heart and lungs are working. I'm thinking right now, hopefully. My brain is working. I can see, my eyes are working. We have a conscious connection to those systems and organs, and it's that conscious connection that drives us to do things in their interests. We take an eye product because we see our eyes aren't working as well. We might notice changes in our memory, so PC, liver, and brain. PC is something that helps with those mild memory problems associated with the normal aging process. So we have a connection to those organs. What connection do we have to our liver absent our doctors saying, you know, your enzymes might be elevated? We have none. So unfortunately, we should have one because our liver is constantly working hard. When we sleep throughout the day, no matter what we're doing, our liver is constantly making sure that the environment within our body stays healthy for our other organs, because our heart, our brain, all those other organs start to suffer if the environment isn't being kept clean and detoxified by our liver. So how do these two products work? What role do they play? Basically a very straightforward explanation. One of the most important things or capacities our liver has is the ability to repair itself and to regenerate its tissues. That makes it absolutely unique, its ability to regenerate its tissues. So where does phosphatidylcholine come in? Well, phosphatidylcholine is the principal building block for our liver, also a critical phospholipid for our brain, but it is by far and away the principal building block in our liver to the terms of 2/3 of the membrane surface area in our liver. I said this before earlier in the day, but it's still a remarkable, remarkable number. When we think about the fact that that little liver inside our body, smaller than a football, but if you look at the filtering membrane surface area that's working on your behalf, think about 8 football fields. So when you're watching, if there's a football game on tonight, and you see that huge football field, it's 120 yards long, including the 2 end zones. And what is it? I think it's about 50 yards wide. That football field multiplied by 8. And that's how much, think of a coffee filter that's that big. That's an enormous amount of surface area, and that's why our liver is capable of literally every hour, all of the blood in our body goes through our liver multiple times an hour. It's just remarkable. And to think of the work that it's doing, it has to identify a multitude, thousands of different chemicals that require processing and degradation at the right levels, at the right time. And then it has to do that work and make sure we excrete it so it doesn't harm us. So just a remarkable processing plant that we don't give much thought to. Hopefully, when I talk about it this way, we do. So phosphatidylcholine, again, is the building block that allows you to support that regenerative repair process that goes on every day, every moment of the day with our liver. The liver antioxidant extracts. You often hear people talk about a liver cleanse, or we need to detoxify our liver. Sort of ironic we say that, because our liver is what's detoxifying our whole body. But we need to focus on our liver and help our liver detoxify itself, and that's what the specific botanical, plant-based ingredients in this product does. All 3 of them standardized extracts. Milk thistle, most importantly, standardized for silymarin. Turmeric, standardized for curcuminoids. Both of those we complex with fat because they both happen to be horribly, poorly absorbed when not complexed with fat. You need to do something to make them absorbable. Most companies do nothing, just deliver them as is, which isn't an effective way to deliver them. We also have artichoke extract standardized for Synerin. So you get those 3 ingredients. And the most telling thing about this product, because I don't expect everyone's going to go to the National Research Database and read clinical studies like I do, but what I would really encourage you to do is read the reviews. Yep. And the reviews speak to that one conscious connection we have to our liver. And that's when our doctor says, you know, your liver enzymes seem to be elevated. And an opportunity for all of us, even if our liver enzymes aren't elevated, because this is not a drug or a medicine, all this does is give your liver, number one, the raw material it needs, the most central and most important raw material to repair and regenerate its tissues, its working tissues, and also ingredients that have been shown to help cleanse the liver, detoxify the liver, and support its processes in terms of repair and regeneration as well.
Here we go. And if ever there's a time to buy these products, it's now, because this is the time of year when our liver has to even work harder. If you drink alcohol, if you eat red meat, if you take any kind of medication whatsoever, this is a must-have product, and it's the best value. We do it one time a year for one day. It's a one-day offer, and this is it. We are in the final show. We have a few more minutes to offer this, and then this expires completely. So if you're not taking it yet, I've been taking these products for over a decade. Once you learn about these products, you learn about the ingredients and the incredible health benefits, it's hard to turn your back on it. It's hard to just ignore the fact that there's something so fast and so easy that you can do for yourself to be healthier, to live healthier, and to support your liver, and also to support brain health. And that's what you're getting if you're ordering the bundle. To remind you one more time, you are getting 2 products in that bundle. You're getting the PC Liver and Brain, and you're also getting your liver antioxidants. You're deciding if you want to do the small bundle, which would be, you know, obviously one of each. I'm going to come around this way so I can see what I'm doing here. The small bundle is a 120 and a 60, so 120 PC Liver Brain, 60 of the liver antioxidants. Here's where the pricing is going to be going. Here's where $39. I mean, a great try-me.
If I'm not mistaken, the normal price for the PC Liver 120 is I think $34.90 or something. So for $5 more, you're getting another product.
So the PC Liver and Brain normally the 240 is $60.
So look, it's the same price. So if you look there, go to the middle of the chart. So on the middle one, for the same price as the PC, you're getting a free liver antioxidant extracts. On the small bundle, for $5 more than the price on its own, you're getting a free bottle of liver antioxidant extracts. On the large size, for $10 less, you're getting a free bottle of liver antioxidant extracts.
It's the greatest value. Most people are going here because, as Andrew pointed out, you take 2 of the PC Liver Brain a day. That's what I do. I do exactly what you said, and then I take 1 of the liver antioxidants a day. So you order the big bundle, and that's going to get you through, you know, 240 days, which is pretty great. And that's why if you want to stock up, if you have another family member who takes this as well, get more than one. $89.90. That is a tiny little price to pay. As you hear Andrew talk about it, it's so interesting hearing you talk about it, because people don't ever think about their liver. You know, you don't think about it because it's not like you have a liver ache. It's like, oh, my liver's bugging me today, right? You just don't think about it. It's like having a headache, or, you know, it's not like, oh, my liver's really aching. You know, you don't think about that.
We notice as we get older, we might notice changes in our memory. As we get older, we might notice we can't run up a flight of stairs as well, so we need to do things to take care of our heart, perhaps exercise, maybe lose weight, things like that. But even though, like every other organ in our body, as we get older, the way our liver functions changes as well, we don't have a conscious connection to it. But the one thing I could assure everyone, and I'm not the only person who says this, that the liver is, I mean, basically, our heart is remarkable, but it's a pump. And it's remarkable the way it works, but it's a pump. Our brain is remarkable, our nervous system remarkable. It's sort of a very well-wired and incredibly developed computer, more or less. But our liver has to engage in a diversity of chemical reactions, to the ability to break down literally thousands or tens of thousands of different potential chemicals. So think of all the different drugs that are made, the thousands and thousands and thousands of different drugs that are made. Guess what? Our liver had to figure out, or has to have the capacity, it didn't have to figure it out, to basically break those down and help our body excrete them. It's just this remarkably adaptive organ that just seems to have this unlimited capacity to contend with whatever we throw at it. But we just can't keep throwing things at it and thinking that our liver is going to keep, keep bouncing back. We need to be conscious and cognizant of the consequences of aging and the consequences of the things we do. If we, especially this time of year, we're still taking the medications that we're supposed to be taking. This time of year we drink more alcohol. This time of year we eat more rich food. So we do these things that challenge our liver this time of year more than any other. So what I always say, if you're ever going to give your liver a big thank you, give it a holiday gift, a Christmas gift, that this is the time of year, and there's no organ in our body that deserves a big thank you more than our liver. And there's no organ more deserving and no organ more forgotten than our liver. But here's an opportunity to remember it.
I love that. I love how you speak about it like that, because it really, I think a light bulb goes on for a lot of us, and the fact that these are natural ingredients, we're not getting these ingredients in our diet in any kind of significant way. That's the other piece of this, that if you don't take this, you're not getting what you need to help support your liver the way these products will help us do that. And that's the other key element to this. That's why when you start doing it, you know you're doing something great. And frankly, the side benefits of all these wonderful botanicals and all these other ingredients that you're getting, there's so many other health benefits involved with what you're doing to support your liver and your brain as well.
We could be talking, the PC, I could be talking just as long about the brain as I do about the liver. The liver antioxidant extracts, I could be talking about other beneficial properties from the protective compounds that are present in that product. Also, I want to, on the largest bundle, it's important to notice that these are not inexpensive ingredients, but if you, at the large bundle on the price today, it's just a little bit over $0.10 a capsule. If you wanted to take 1 capsule of PC a day, I recommend 2, but even at 1 capsule, it's still very beneficial because the science is out. It's clear we don't get adequate levels of choline, so phosphatidylcholine is something that we need. But if you look at that, you're talking about a year and 4 months of that product at 1 capsule daily. At 2 capsules daily of PC, you're talking about 8 months. At 1 capsule daily of the liver antioxidant extracts, which is the proper level there, you're talking about 8 months as well. So this investment, it's not insignificant, but it's not 30 or 60 days. At worst case scenario, it's 2 products for 8 months. And even if you want with PC, that could last you more than a year if you choose to.
There we go. I'm excited you're here. If you're just stopping by, all you do, remember, you can order singles of any of these products. If you want just PC liver and brain, or you want just liver antioxidants, you can order a small, medium, or large size of any of those. But really, you're getting 1 product for free when you do it, when you order the bundle. It's such an irresistible value. Most of you by far, I don't know how many we have left in the big bundle, but I know this has been the runaway hit today. And if you do decide on it, for $89.90 to get 480 caps of the PC liver brain and 240 caps of the liver antioxidants. And remember, we only do this 1 time a year. This is it. And we have just a couple hours left in this day. This expires at midnight tonight. So it's your chance, the fact that you're channel surfing by, we're glad you found us, because this is a fun day for you to be doing something great for yourself. And that's what it is. Yes, this would be a great gift for someone, but truthfully, this is a gift you give yourself every single day. I like what Andrew said. I mean, it's a way to kind of give thanks. You know, that the human body is a remarkable machine. It really is. And anything we can do to take better care of it, and by taking better care of your liver, you are taking better care of your entire body, right?
What's very funny, Muriel and I, and it's fortunately her mom doesn't watch American television, plus her mom doesn't speak English, but it's very funny. In France, there's an expression, and I pretty much speak French the same as English, and if you eat too much rich food or things like that, kind of what we do around the holidays, and it's very funny, I just thought about this, because I often joke about the expression, but it's une crise de foie. It's like a crisis of the liver. And I often joke, in French, there's the word for faith is also foi, so it's a crisis of faith, but it's sort of a play on words. But it's very funny how in France they literally, when you eat too much rich food, they consider it not their digestive system, stomach and intestines and things like that. They think of it in crise de foie. It's a crisis basically of the liver. So it's technically, physiologically, anatomically not correct, but it's very interesting that it shows an appreciation for the role that the liver has in digestion and how if we eat too much rich food, it burdens our system. And that's exactly what we do this time of year, is we tend to make not the best decisions in terms of food, but it's the holidays. We should enjoy life. We only go around once, but we still have to remember that we're going to be sticking around for a while, so there are consequences. So there's a happy medium in there that we have to find, but how easy when you can't really eat sort of a liver healthy diet, certainly short of not consuming inappropriate amounts of alcohol, how great is it that you could provide recognized tools that your body will use to maintain your liver? And that's exactly what this does, to support and promote the best functioning of your liver, despite all the challenges that modern life tends to pose for our liver.
Alrighty, now we are keeping this information available. Also, if you look at the bottom of the screen, we have the information on Choco Nouveau, so you can order either today's special. I think a lot of us are stocking up on both today. Why not?
We ran over in this hour, so we're only going to do, so this is it for the day on these today's specials. We're only going to do about probably 15 minutes at most on Choco Nouveau, and probably a little bit less time on this at the end of the next hour, and that will be it. Then it goes back to normal pricing.
Well, let's head over here, because I know we wanted to take a minute or two to talk about Coenzyme Q10. This is one of Andrew's most popular products of all time. It is the world's finest Coenzyme Q10, and we have it at very special holiday pricing for you for this visit.
And the reason why this was appropriate to talk about now, I was going to try to talk about it last night, but we got carried away, and then we did the little tour of the facility. But Coenzyme Q10, the majority of the Coenzyme Q10 in our body is made in the liver. So when we tend to challenge our liver with the way we live and the way we eat and the medications we take, we tend to undermine our liver's ability to make the CoQ10 we need, which our entire energy system in our body and all the cells in our body is sort of built around an electron transport system that relies on CoQ10. So when we talk about CoQ10 and our body's ability to produce it, which suffers with age, suffers with medications, why does it suffer when we take medications? Because medications burden our liver. And in burdening our liver basically gets distracted and doesn't go about doing its work for producing CoQ10. Moreover, if you take cholesterol-lowering drugs, statin drugs, cholesterol-lowering drugs, have an